no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside, it's James. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
Wide 53, wide 53, go, go!
To the air, it's Potter. It's complete on the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8.
Red 18, red 18. Go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The ball's out there after it. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spread too thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Running inside, it's Spencer.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Pressure coming. Trying to buy time. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Pop. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. second and long. On the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
Nah, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football ball. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here tonight.
The run inside. It's Rope. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Monarchs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
Here we go, ready.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
Shift.
These corners going to give them some space.
Go, go. Run.
Right back to it. Might have a chance. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggum thing.
Break. So
And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field.
Ready. 129. 129. Jet. Ready, go.
Looking to throw, it's Potter. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
Go, go.
Going to the run, it's James. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts now at the 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Quickly complete to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, not down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
That's caught. It's Cobb. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Quickly complete. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Spencer. Finds a crease at the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Owens. Touchdown, Red Bulls! Quick strike through the air for the score. And that receiver was well covered. The quarterback just believed his receiver was better.
It's so hard on the goal line to play inside and play the quick passing game, but also play the fades out wide. Good coverage, but wide receivers used to jumping up, catching the football. DBs, not so much.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose.
One play at a time. Here we go.
They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Bulls offense can get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Intercepted and room to run.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes.
They're on the sideline. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
80-22 ISO. 80-22 ISO.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground because there's not much to lose this close to the end zone. offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
Down, ready. Red 54, red 54. Return, return. Where did he go?
Trying to surge it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Old Dominion. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Running inside, it's Murray. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Got it behind the line. It's Little.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Murray. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Owens. Here's the pressure. There he goes. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this 1st down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finally saw a spot in the middle.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Where did he go?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. Could be an alley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Ready, go!
Right back to the well. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Ready, ready! Red 18, red 18! Jet!
Back to throw, it's Potter. Makes the grab, it's Roach. They run him out of bounds, he gets him to the 47.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10.
Blue 85, blue 85! Go, go!
Looking for room, it's James. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Let's go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Ready. Go, go.
Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Hydro. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Murray. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force 2nd and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, 3rd and forever. Great job by this defense.
The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Black 88.
To the air, it's Potter. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back, you can throw the ball a ton, you can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
22-90 Mountain. 22-90 Mountain. Level. Go.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
On the run, it's Woods. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Monarchs line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Go, go.
Dropping back, it's Owens. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Red Wolves peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Murray. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down. But running backs, man, you can do so much with these guys and their speed and their athletic ability and trying to get the ball to them as many ways as you can.
And that is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 5 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Wildcats with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Ready. Jack, check. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Go!
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
Flag 18. Flag 18. Hey, move. Where did he go?
Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Come on, let's go. Hey, let's get that ball. Shift. Let's get that ball. Come on. Rock, rock, rock. Ready, go.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roach. Into the end zone. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop in the running back spot.
Ready, go.
He'll run it again. They went right back time, the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Touchdown, ODU. Excellent pass by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Red Wolves now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Owens. Throws for the tight end. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking for the score. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, second down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They've got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
Ready, go! The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Monarchs! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going.
I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
89-19 fireball! 89-19 fireball! Ready?
Looking to throw, it's Potter. They'll run the screen. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside.
Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. That's the 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
That's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped around, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Getting set for the point after. And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Old Dominion, 33. Arkansas State, 13.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a split backfield.
Ready? Go!
On the run, it's Roach. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Flag 14. Flag 14.
Back to throw, it's Potter. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41.
Flag 88. Ready, go!
Unloads quickly. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready? Blue. Ready, go!
Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Harris. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB was trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The run inside. It's Rush. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
Check, check. Let's go, defense. Get this ball back to the offense. Here we go. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Let it go.
Back to throw, it's Potter. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He spins that thing down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. The middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Wide open downfield. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throw.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Looking to throw, it's Crawford. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking up.
Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Hey, take it. Let's go, defense. 1880 Mustang. 1880 Mustang. Here we go. Western. Jet. Go.
Whips it out in the flat. Maybe a crease. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Gain of 19 on the
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll run the counter. Can't get him to the ground. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job for playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Sweet.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
To throw, it's Potter. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. On the move. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And these got to
right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Murray. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Coleman. Fires left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, ready. Whoa, 22, boo, go, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long.
Red 18, red 18.
Hey, let's get them home.
Jack, hey, Jack. Blue, 9-2 haymaker. Blue, 9-2 haymaker.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Ready, ready. 129, 129. Make these babies crawl the way back.
Roger, Roger. Hey, just like that.
Go, go.
Running inside. It's James. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
The Monarchs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Let's do it.
Where did he go?
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Go!
And they'll they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.